Why your brain is hardwired to fail, and how to hack it. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try, you still end up self-sabotaging? Why is it that every time you get close to success, something pulls you back? It's not bad luck. It's not the universe conspiring against you, it's your own brain. Hardwired to make you fail. Sounds crazy, right? But stay with me. Because once you understand why, you'll never look at your life the same way again. Let's rewind for a second. Thousands of years ago, your brain had one job: keep you alive. It wasn't built for success or happiness or fulfillment. It was built for survival. And survival back then meant one thing: avoiding danger at all costs. Your ancestors weren't worried about crushing deadlines, TikTok fame, or climbing corporate ladders. They were worried about lions, literal lions, hiding in bushes, ready to eat them alive. So, your brain evolved a powerful mechanism: fear. Fear kept them alert. Fear kept them cautious. Fear kept them alive. Fast forward to today. No lions. No saber-toothed tigers. No life or death chases through the jungle. But guess what? That same fear response is still running the show. Every time you try something new. Every time you step out of your comfort zone. Every time you dare to dream bigger. Your brain screams, danger. It doesn't know you're launching a business or asking someone out. It just sees risk, and risk to your primitive brain equals death. So it pulls you back, whispers doubts in your ear, floods you with anxiety, convinces you to stay small, stay safe, stay stuck. And here's the kicker: the more intelligent you are, the better you are at justifying this self-sabotage. I'll start tomorrow. I'm not ready yet. What if I fail? Sound familiar? It's not your fault, it's biology. But here's the twist most people miss. Your brain is a liar. It's lying to you every single day. And if you don't take control, you'll keep falling for the lie. You'll keep living the same year over and over again, calling it life. Now let me tell you a quick story. There's a study, maybe you've heard of it, called the elephant rope. Young elephants in captivity are tied to a small rope. As babies, they try to break free, but they're too weak. Eventually, they give up. Years later, the same elephant, now powerful enough to rip trees from the ground, remains tied by the same tiny rope. Why? Because in their mind, they're still trapped. Their belief system is frozen. They don't question it anymore. Sound familiar? You've been conditioned the exact same way. Teachers, parents, society, telling you what you can and can't do, what's realistic, what's acceptable. You internalized it. You stopped pulling on the rope. But here's the truth. The rope was never real. It's just a story your brain keeps replaying. And the craziest part? You can rewrite the story. Right now, you see your brain isn't your enemy. It's a tool. Like fire. Fire can burn your house down, or it can keep you warm. It all depends on how you control it. Neuroscience has a term for this: neuroplasticity. Your brain isn't fixed. It rewires itself based on what you focus on, repeat, and believe. Think of it like carving a path through a forest. The more you walk that path, the clearer it becomes. Most people keep walking the path of fear, self-doubt, procrastination. But you can forge a new path, one of confidence, action, success. It starts small. Simple habits, tiny wins, deliberate discomfort. Every time you override the fear, you weaken its grip. Think about this. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Not safe, not numb, alive. I'll bet it was when you did something uncomfortable. Maybe you stood up for yourself. Maybe you took a risk. Maybe you faced a fear. That's not a coincidence, that's your brain. And lighting up, releasing dopamine, rewarding courage. But society has programmed you to avoid discomfort at all costs. Netflix instead of starting that side project. Scrolling instead of showing up at the gym. Swiping instead of real connection. Every app, every algorithm, preys on your brain's wiring, feeding you easy dopamine hits, keeping you compliant, keeping you stuck. But you're not here to stay stuck, are you? You're here because you want more, and you're tired of feeling like something invisible is holding you back. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. No one is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your parents, not your government. The only person who can break the cycle is you. But how? Let me show you. First, recognize the pattern. Next time your brain whispers, "Don't do it," Pause. Notice it. Call it out. Oh, that's just my survival brain doing its thing. Suddenly you create distance. You're no longer controlled by the thought, you're observing it. Second, lean into discomfort. Every day, do something that scares you, just a little. Speak up. Say no. Start messy. It rewires you. It tells your brain, I'm not in danger. Third, surround yourself with people playing a bigger game. Environment is stronger than willpower. If everyone around you is playing small, guess what? You will too. But if you're around people taking risks, betting on themselves, failing forward, it becomes normal. Success is contagious. So is mediocrity. You choose. And finally, forgive yourself for every time you stayed small, for every opportunity you missed, for every rope you thought was real. That wasn't weakness. It was your brain doing its job. But now, you know better. Now you have the key. You're not broken. You're programmed. And any program can be rewritten. Imagine 6 months from now. Where would you be if you stopped letting fear drive? Imagine 1 year from now. Who could you become if you ignored that ancient wiring? It's not too late. But here's the catch. Awareness alone won't save you. Knowing isn't enough. You have to move, act, pull on the rope, even when it feels impossible, because that's how it snaps. The people you admire, they didn't get lucky. They learned how to outsmart their own brain. And so can you. So, what's it gonna be? Stay trapped in the story or break free? The choice is yours. And trust me, your future self is begging you to choose freedom, because once you do, there's no going back, and the world will never be the same again. Now take the first step. Prove to yourself that the rope was never real. Your brain may be hardwired to fail, but you were born to win.